Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Next Up. Let's get into something very enlightening, empowering from a natural standpoint that will help us deal with blood sugar control. All right. So, we're going to talk about natural remedies for blood sugar control. Now, what I'm sharing with you is for educational purposes only. This is not to take the place of meds that you are taking. You have to consult with your physician. But I want to talk about the fact that there are natural things available, and I'm sure you are aware of some of these things that you can exercise to help stay in control of your blood sugar, where things don't get way out yonder. All right. So there is God's pharmacy. There is God's wisdom about how to take care of ourselves. And that's my one of my overarching aims is to help tap us into what is natural, what is under the scope of the wisdom of God as far as taking care of our health. You notice that the animals, I've never heard of a monkey going to a drugstore. I don't hear of lions going to a hospital for high blood pressure. I don't hear of elephants going to a supermarket or drugstore and asking for a laxative. It's amazing. We don't hear this in the animal world. Now, I'm not saying that they don't get sick, but what happens when they get sick? They go instinctively from the way God wired them into nature. So there are natural things that we can do. As a matter of fact, we do them really on a regular basis. We do natural things. We may not be that focused about them, but we do them. We drink water. That's natural. We eat foods. Now what foods we're eating is a different story, but that's natural. We get out and get sunlight, smell the fresh air. I mean, bring in the fresh air. That's natural. So it's not like we're not doing natural things. But when something does happen, something does get out of control, I think we need to at least exercise the effort to hone in on the natural things even the more. Okay. And take advantage of what is out there too in the medical world. But let's go to God. Let's go to the natural things that we've been doing first. Or let's see where we are in what we're doing naturally. How much water are you drinking? How much raw food do you eat? What time do you go to bed on a regular basis? These are all natural things, all right? So I just wanted to give you that backdrop to let you and I know, hey, we're already doing these things. We just need to keep a focus on them, okay? All right. So we're talking today about natural remedies for lowering blood sugar. All right. First thing I want to give you actually three categories. Uh, well, let me just flow. All right. Under my A category is eat a balanced, low processed food diet. A balanced, low processed food diet. That's number one, because the blood sugar is just not coincidentally getting out of whack. All right. So, what are we consuming? Under A, number two is manage stress. We got to keep a hold on what's happening stress wise so that we don't let stress take us out there out of bounds, if you would. Number three under my A is get regular exercise. We all need to exercise. We got to give the body was designed for mobility. So we need to exercise. And then I mentioned this already in my opening about sleep. Are you getting enough sleep? All of what I have just shared with you under my A matters to your blood sugar and helping you keep your blood sugar under control. B, under my B, and I mentioned this a little bit under A, eat a low-processed anti-inflammatory diet. And I'm going to talk about what that includes. Let me make that statement again. Eat a low-processed anti-inflammatory diet. As much as possible, stay away from or lower processed food with all the additives and the chemicals and and the way things are just broken down and processed and things added to that food item. You got to watch that, all right? Because that kind of diet tends to bring on inflammation. Inflammation is like the lead to physical problems occurring. Something gets inflamed, all right? Whether it's the joints, whether it's the organs, or what have you, inflammation is the lead. Now, it doesn't just happen. So there are things that oftentimes we're eating that lead to something being inflamed. So this is why you want to eat a low processed anti-inflammatory diet. Now, I say low processed because there's so many items that we pick up out of our stores nowadays that are processed. So do the best that you can to keep the processed stuff down. And you just got to be observant. You can't just go, well, I'm hungry. I'm just going to go grab something, pick it up, put it in the microwave, put it in the oven or what have you, which I don't deal with the microwave, me personally, from what I have learned. But you can't just go grab something because I'm hungry. As a matter of fact, we need to think about what we're going to eat before we eat it. We need to plan, because if we don't, when those urges come on, I'm going to go and grab something to fill the space when I'm traveling. I plan for my travel because I usually will spy out the land of what's going to be in the nutritional world before I get there. And we all have an idea. We got the same stores just about everywhere. But my point is, I plan my snacks. I plan my meals. I plan what I'm going to drink. And usually, well, definitely I'm taking my drink with me because I refuse to drink the sodas. I refuse to drink the teas that's got all the sugar in it. No, I make my own. I am watching over this vehicle to give it the best that I can in the environment that I go into. All right. And I want to encourage you. These are some good practices. We need to be conscious of, know what we're bringing in, what the quality of it is, because you're only going to be in the physical as healthy to the degree of the quality of the food that you bring in. All right, moving on under my B, and I talked about just briefly right then about eating a low processed anti-inflammatory diet. This includes protein foods for managing blood sugar. Things such as wild caught salmon, free-range eggs, grass-fed beef or lamb, and pasture-raised poultry or chicken. Look at for yourself, do the research, how the average chicken is raised, in these chicken houses, big places, hundreds and thousands of chicken being raised, barely getting any sunlight, if any at all, not getting natural stuff off the ground, but being fed genetically engineered corn, wheat, soy, and who knows what else. So this is why we advocate in the poultry area, as well as in the other areas. If you're eating beef, you want to get it from animals that are pasture raised, eating the kind of stuff that God intended the animal to eat. Under my B number 2, so I just gave you protein foods for managing blood sugar, also healthy fats, such as extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, your nuts, your seeds, even avocados. Let me back up. Avocados. Girlfriend and I, we include it in our diet. She does, definitely, on a daily basis. She's getting those avocados with the good fats and the proteins and the minerals and vitamins. Avocado is like a complete food. It's very, very powerful. So she gets it basically just about every day, and I'm doing it at least probably 4 or 5 times a week. I love the avocado on my sandwiches. Now, me personally, I don't like the avocado by itself, unless I put it in a salad. Oh, well, yeah, putting it in a salad, but now she'll just take it, eat it right along with her. She loves the watermelons in the morning, the watermelon and the avocado. So she gets it regularly. I like mine on a salad, but to each his or her own, okay? But it's just a good thing to get into your dietary operation. Then also under the healthy fats are things like the unrefined coconut oil, also ghee, which is like purified butter. It's like butter at another level. And also grass-fed butter. So those are some ways that we can get these good fats. Once again, extra virgin olive oil, your nuts, your seeds, avocado oil. I'll usually take at least a tablespoon of avocado oil in the morning when I'm doing one of my smoothies with my moringa powder in it and some other items that I put in there. All right. It's very, very powerful for the heart, the nervous system, the brain, the avocado oil coming from, of course, the avocado. And then lastly, under my B, and that is eating high fiber foods. We're talking about natural remedies for blood sugar control. Eating high fiber foods such as, of course, your veggies, your fruit, sprouted beans and or peas, foods that are loaded in fiber. All right. And this is why we want to watch out for the ultra processed food items. They're taking stuff out of our food supply that's necessary. Okay. In my closing, I just want to give you some supplements to help you control your blood sugar. At the top of the list is one that girlfriend and I use, and we've learned this. I didn't know this stuff years ago. We've been on that rabbit trail, chasing that rabbit of information concerning health and wellness. And the scriptures tell us, if you seek, you're going to find. If you knock, the doors will come open. If you ask, it will be given. So we've been seeking the Lord, asking, inquiring about his wisdom, and knocking on doors for information, because bottom line, we want to be in control. I want to be in control. I want to be the way God created us. And by the way, this is encouragement for all of us. He said in his word, 3 John verse 2, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Soul prospers with what? Excuse me, with knowledge, understanding, and wisdom concerning the laws that govern health. God wants us healthy. And I want to let you know there's hope for whatever situation you're in. Let me say that again. There is hope for a better quality of health, regardless of what you're dealing with. Number one, God is the God of hope, who wants to give us, according to Romans 15 and 13, joy and peace in believing, so we can increase, so we can abound in hope. So there is hope because there is God, and God wants us healthy. Yes, he does. All right. So at the top of the list on our supplements that we use is berberine, berberine. It's out there. It's out there in your Whole Food stores, your Walmarts. It's in a lot of places. Berberine. Look it up for yourself, how powerful it is as a natural remedy for helping you control your blood sugar. Secondly, under supplements, there is turmeric. Some people call it turmeric. Brother man takes it every single day. It is one of those items that I put into my nutritional, my liquid regimen. And I want to encourage you, check it out. Turmeric or turmeric, whichever way you want to pronounce it. All right, incorporate that into your diet as far as a supplement is concerned. And then lastly, one of the things that I even produce myself, and that is 2 tablespoons of sea moss. Sea moss, loaded with 92 minerals and vitamins. If you're going to regulate, control just about anything, you're going to need what you're made of. Minerals, vitamins, proteins, and fats. You're going to need that in pure forms. Nothing synthetic, nothing artificial, nothing with, all this weird stuff that's been added to your nutrition. All right. So 2 tablespoons of sea moss does wonders. I've been doing it for a number of years. My girlfriend, she's taking it as well. And the benefits are just astronomical from the sea moss. Again, because it's loaded with 92 of the 102 minerals and vitamins we've been told that we need on a regular daily basis. I just wanted to take this time to talk to you today about natural remedies for blood sugar control. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Next Up podcast. And if you will go to ellisonsconsulting.com, ellisonsconsulting.com, subscribe there. You'll get notifications on other stuff that's coming up. We got events and new products getting ready to come out very, very shortly. So go there and subscribe so you can hear from us as well on a regular basis. I got to go now. Don't forget, spend more time promoting your health than fighting disease. We'll see you next time on Next Up. God bless.